welcome to Gameplay First, where fun is second to none. My name's Tyler, and I feel the need for speed. This week, I'll be reviewing LittleBigPlanet Karting for PlayStation 3. Now, to start off...
Oh, wait!
Hey, Ben. How's Sports Center going?
They're going great, Tyler. The first episode premieres on PortCenter.tv this January. Don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube.
That was shameless. Also, how'd you get in my house?
Shameless? Shameless is deciding to review a game like LittleBigPlanet Karting, made by a British developer featuring British talent like Stephen Fry, and not asking your good friend Ben from Britain to join you. For shame.
How did you know I was reviewing this?
I read about it actually on Shut Your Fat Facebook.
You know, for your information, I actually lost 5 pounds this week. And also, that doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't need to make sense. I'm British. Everything I say, because of this accent, is automatically lent an air of authenticity. For example, hello YouTube. Did you know 87% of men suffer from a condition called itchy scrot? A condition wherein the skin around the genitalia and testicles becomes irritated thanks to the consumption of waxy, unpalatable American chocolate?
Wait, is that true?
No, of course it's not true, but you believed it because I'm British.
Oh, well, it's good to know the two aren't any relation to each other. Anyway, there's no way I'm going to let you review this game with me if you're going to use your British powers of persuasion for evil.
Well, there's no way I'm letting you review it on your own. There's no possible way you can be objective about it.
What are you talking about? Of course I can be objective.
Is this the limited edition Sackboy plushie action figure thing?
Yeah.
Okay. And the t-shirt that you're wearing now, is that an off-the-rack affair, or did you have it specially made?
Why don't you stick around?
I think I'll do that.
So, let's get ready to hit the gas pedal on my first crossover review with Ben of Ports Center. This is LittleBigPlanet Karting.
Okay, calm the fuck down. It's LittleBigPlanet. It's not the bloody Olympics.
First off, when you start the game, you are, of course, greeted with an opening cutscene explaining just what LittleBigPlanet is by Stephen Fry. In this case, he pontificates on the amount of time we spend in cars just thinking and where those ideas go. Personally, I've always loved these opening videos, and they always put me in a really creative mood. I love the concept that LittleBigPlanet is a place where all ideas intersect and intertwine, creating a place where all our favorite characters and worlds can logically come together.
Congratulations, you've just given a canonical explanation for Toontown from Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Well, if that were the case, the entire movie's cast would have been made up of sack people.
You can't argue that they're not. Arguably, Christopher Lloyd's character was just a sack person made of human leather.
Okay, hang on. Can we not talk about Judge Doom? Okay, he creeps me the fuck out.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. Roll it, Jim!
Who the fuck is Jim?
When I kill your brother, I talk!
Let's talk character customization. If you played either of the first two LittleBigPlanet games, you know what you're in for here. The game provides a decent selection of costume parts, sack textures, and other miscellaneous bits of rubbish. You have to unlock most of it, of course, or you can pay actual money dollars in exchange for immediate access to the costumes and level building stuff. It's fine, it's nothing particularly new or special, but they've actually broken the way the stickers are applied to characters. Tyler, you're up.
His eyes. They penetrate my soul.
No, we're done. That was just a bit. We're done now.
Oh, okay. So, because the stickers now cover the entire character rather than the costume part you stuck them to, it changes your ability to recolor costume parts effectively. For the moment, you can't import costumes from previous games, but they're planning on implementing that soon. Hopefully they'll fix the sticker handling as well, because if they don't, most of my 75 plus costumes from the last two games will look completely wrong, including the cast of Futurama and a good amount of the Smash Bros. Brawl roster.
Do you really think anyone gives anything even vaguely resembling a fuck about the imaginary non-people you've made for a subpar karting game?
Joke's on you. I made them for LittleBigPlanet too.
Joke's on you. Nobody cares. That was my point.
At any rate, you can also customize your kart to a degree. You can use pre-made ones, or you can make your own styles. I, of course, did a Mario Kart style, Invader Zim style, and my personal favorite, Gangnam style. What? Was it that bad?
Look, I understand you wanted to make a Gangnam Style joke, but there's a time and a place. The time is never, and the place doesn't exist. Now sit in the corner while the grown-ups talk about the controls.
But...
That corner. Right, so, controls. I'll be honest here, the game feels incredibly floaty. Some people, like Moonplay over here, would argue that this is because the graphics in the core Little Big Planet games are pretty floaty to begin with. But that just doesn't hold up to me. The cars in this game feel like they have absolutely no weight to them. There's a very Mario Kart-esque drift system that I'm not entirely sure is even doing anything, because the cars just sort of glide from one place to the next whether you're meaning to drift or not.
I don't know. I feel like it's the sort of thing where if you're used to the control scheme of Little Big Planet, you'll pick up the controls pretty quickly. My issues on gameplay were that the AI characters tend to gang up on you, and that what item you get isn't really contingent upon your place in the race. You could get an amazing item in first place, and that really unbalances the gameplay.
Who told you could come out your corner?
It's my corner, and moreover, it's my goddamn show!
Alright.
Anyway, the single player is actually pretty fun, and I liked the story, albeit not as much as the first two games. This felt very Little Big Planet-y, but there were some issues with characters from the previous games not appearing due to the technical limitations in cutscene creation, which I understand, but at the same time, it's kind of a dick move for hardcore fans of the series.
At the end of the day, it feels like Sony let this game into the wild unfinished. There's no polish or sheen. It feels like a late-cycle PlayStation 2 game with PS3 graphics, almost as if they started the project, didn't want to finish it, but rushed it along knowing it would probably make a little bit of money. Little Big Planet deserves better. The San Diego studio deserves better, and gamers deserve better.
I don't know. See, I wasn't particularly disappointed with this. I did think the creation tools were a little rough around the edges, and there's a big learning curve, but there always is with Little Big Planet toolkits. The controls were fine for me after some practice. I just felt the weapons were unbalanced. You should not be able to get such a powerful weapon in first place. But all of these issues can be fixed in patches, in addition to allowing the importing of costumes and assets for level building. Well, at any rate, let's go to the breakdown. First up, as usual, gameplay. Honestly, I felt like the gameplay really was indicative of Little Big Planet. I mean, based on what my ginger companion here has said, yes, I really did think the controls were floaty, but that's Little Big Planet. That's how it works. So I think that people who aren't fans of Little Big Planet might pick up a game like this and go, well, it's not the kind of controls I would expect from a kart racer, so nyeh. Whereas fans of Little Big Planet are going to go, oh my god, it's Little Big Planet, but it's a racing game. So if you're used to the controls of Little Big Planet, you're probably really going to get a kick out of this. Whereas if you're not used to the controls of Little Big Planet, or you don't like the controls of Little Big Planet, you're just going to go, it's shit. Anything to add to that, Ben?
It's shit.
Like I said. What do you think? Maybe we should put some vinegar on it?
I don't know, do you want to put some ketchup on it?
Oh, well done. As per usual, from the remix of Airbrush to the remix of the music from the original games, all the way up to the licensed stuff from Devo and tons of other artists, the music for Little Big Planet Karting is absolutely stellar.
Oh, it was my turn?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, the soundtrack was definitely the best part of it. Really the only good part of the game. I would buy the soundtrack separately if they released it.
But you wouldn't buy the game?
No. If Kevin Butler showed up at my front door naked, covered in nothing but maple syrup, and offered me a free copy of the game, I would set him on fire.
Keep a blowtorch by your door?
Don't you?
After you getting in here, I'm thinking maybe I should.
Definitely.
As per usual, the graphics for Little Big Planet Karting were fantastic.
Yeah.
Now, remember in my Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts review when I said I really like the synthetic world aspect, but it doesn't belong in Banjo-Kazooie?
I don't watch this show.
Well, this is where that aspect belongs. You know, I really like the art style of the Little Big Planet games, how everything's kind of synthetic and pieced together, and I think it wound up actually looking really good.
Yeah, I disagree. I think that compared to something like, say, Mario Kart Wii, this game is really bad.
Wow.
Yeah.
And to put that in perspective, that game's not even in HD.
No, it is not.
So, see, I thought the story...
Look. You don't need a story mode in a kart racing game. There's no call for it. Shut up for a second. Every kart racing game that has ever been made since Mario Kart, they've tried to emulate the Mario Kart style, but then they've decided, wouldn't it be great? You know what we need? This thing is missing a story mode. Let's put a fucking story mode in there. Like, that really needs to be... There's no need for it. There's no call for a story mode in a fucking kart racing game. And it's even worse than Little Big Planet Karting because it's screwed up the course selection screen. You know, every other racing game in the world has an arcade mode. Mario Kart... It's just the arcade mode. It's just the GP mode. You choose your cup, and then you've got the tracks, and then you're good to go. LittleBigPlanet Karting doesn't actually give a shit about all of that because it wants you to follow the story. So it uses the LittleBigPlanet way of going to all the courses and levels in the same way you choose levels in LittleBigPlanet, and it's fucking annoying. It totally fucks up the flow. There's no cups. I'm not saying that cups are the most important thing in the world unless they happen to have breasts in them. There's no call for it. There's no call for a story mode in a fucking karting game.
Sorry,
Okay.
but
We're
yeah.
boring you?
No. What were you something about fudgicles, right?
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Okay. But no, I thought, there doesn't have to be a story mode, but it's not necessarily taking anything away. I mean, Diddy Kong Racing had a fun story mode.
Don't kid yourself into thinking that was a good game.
Oh, come on. Diddy Kong Racing was a great game. My childhood is a fucking lie. What, next you're going to tell me Wave Race 64 was a shitty game too? Oh, fuck. At the end of the day, LittleBigPlanet Karting felt like a game that, while kind of unfinished and a little bit rough around the edges, isn't unsalvageable. It can be patched, it can be made better, and that's really all it's going to need to make it a really solid game. But I'm going to review it as it is now, not as it can be. Ben, any final thoughts for this one?
Oh, yeah, I'm never doing this again.
What, playing LittleBigPlanet Karting or doing a review with me?
Pick one and go with it.
Rayman Legends.
I'll see you in March.
Gameplay first gives LittleBigPlanet Karting a B+.
B+, don't you usually score games out of 10?
Don't you not watch the show?
Touche.
At any rate, for Gameplay First, this is Tyler.
And Ben.
Signing off. Now, if you'll excuse me, the American Revolution's about to start again in the middle of my apartment.
Don't bother, I've got my own web series to work on. Premiering January 2013.
Get the hell out of here!
Port a little TV.
That's it!